Testosterone production in men peaks between the ages of 25 and 30. Then the amount of the hormone gradually begins to decrease by 1 to 2% every year. But testosterone levels can decrease not only because of natural causes. Its quantity is affected by stress, lack of calories and overeating, taking medications, overtraining, as well as diseases, lack of sleep and alcohol. How do I recognize low testosterone? Some of the symptoms of low testosterone include low energy levels, constant fatigue and feelings of lethargy, decreased muscle strength and ability to work, low sex drive, loss of muscle mass and bone density, increased fatty deposits, increased blood pressure. I would especially like to touch on the subject of fatty deposits. Spencer Nadolsky, a well-known doctor and medical editor in the United States, notes that adipose tissue serves an endocrine function, transforming male testosterone into female estrogens. This explains why overweight men often have breasts that resemble a woman's mammary gland. Everyone who is even slightly interested in bodybuilding and fitness knows how important testosterone is for muscle growth and strength performance. But not everyone is aware of the fact that keeping testosterone in check also means having better health. Natural methods of increasing testosterone. 1. Do regular strength training. Strength training is one of the main ways to increase testosterone. American professor William Kramer, in his article in Sports Medicine, noted that weight training causes a significant increase in testosterone and growth hormone up to 30 minutes after the workout. But how exactly do you work out to boost testosterone production? In 2010, fitness expert Brad Schoenfeld presented a scientific paper entitled The Mechanism of Muscle Hypertrophy and Its Application to Strength Training, in which he addressed the specifics of strength training to increase anabolic hormones, including testosterone. The main components of a workout aimed at increasing testosterone. All exercises are mostly multi-joint. In the fitness world, these are called basic exercises. If you plan to start exercising in the gym, these exercises are bench press, pull-ups, squats with a barbell pulling in a bend, deadlift. If you do it at home, the following exercises are suitable: push-ups, squats, pull-ups, provided you can organize a crossbar at home. These exercises increase natural testosterone production in the body. Number of approaches is at least 4. Repetition range is 6 to 12. Rest intervals between sets 60 to 90 seconds. The tempo of exercises is medium, with a longer eccentric phase of movement. Weight lowering must take 2 to 4 seconds. The duration of the training session is not more than 1 hour. Do not train until failure. After the workout, you must have energy, and not a wild desire to collapse on the couch. Before I tell you about the following ways to naturally increase testosterone, I will ask you to subscribe to the channel and be sure to put a bell, so that you do not miss new useful videos about health and exercise. 2. You need to adjust your nutrition. According to sports physiology expert Jim Stoppani, the first step to increasing testosterone should be to ensure adequate caloric intake. Following a low-calorie diet can lead to decreased activity of testosterone-catalyzing enzymes in the testes, resulting in lower hormone production. But it is also important not to overdo it, because with fat gain, the aromatase enzyme, which converts testosterone to estrogens, is activated. You need to eat more meat. Studies show that vegetarian diets lead to lower testosterone production. In 1985, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition published an article by American scientists who investigated whether there was a hormonal link between vegetarian and omnivore diets. The experts found that vegetarians had lower testosterone levels than those who consumed meat. Be sure to include poultry, pork, beef, and fish in your diet. These are foods with high protein content. I talked about them in detail here in this video. The hint will appear in your upper right corner. You need to consume enough of the right amount of fat. According to Jim Stoppani, fats should make up to 30% of your diet's calories, but don't go overboard with polyunsaturated fats, which are found in fatty fish and corn and sunflower oils. Focus on monounsaturated, olive and peanut oils, nuts, avocados, and saturated fats, red meat, egg yolks, dairy products. This advice is backed up by research, which confirms that monounsaturated and saturated fats increase the production of male hormone, and polyunsaturated fats decrease it. An experiment by experts from Pennsylvania State University tested how different eating patterns affect testosterone levels in healthy men. It was found that diets high in saturated and monounsaturated fats significantly increased testosterone levels. Diets high in polyunsaturated fatty acids, meanwhile, reduce hormone production. You should eat more right vegetables. Eat more cruciferous vegetables, cabbage family broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, curly cabbage, kohlrabi, rocket, daikon. The main principal components of all of these types of cabbage include indole-3-carbinol, which is able to reduce the production of estrogen and thus reduce the negative effects of estrogen on testosterone levels. This fact was proven by scientists from the Institute for Hormonal Research in New York in 1991. Enough fluid. Back in 1985, a group of scientists from the University of California conducted a study which showed that dehydration significantly impedes testosterone release after strength training, and also contributes to an increased concentration of cortisol and impairs carbohydrate and fat metabolism. Adequate intake of vitamins and minerals, macro and micronutrients. Your diet should include not only an adequate amount of calories, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, but also an adequate amount of vitamins and minerals. Make sure that you consume enough zinc, vitamin D, and magnesium. Zinc deficiency can inhibit testosterone production. Include meat dishes in your diet, this will meet your zinc needs. Like zinc, vitamin D is also involved in regulating testosterone levels. Taking this vitamin for 1 year can increase male hormone levels by affecting the aromatase enzyme, which transforms testosterone into estrogens. A list of foods containing vitamin D, among which we will highlight: fatty varieties of fish, egg yolk, beef liver, pork, yogurt, milk, oatmeal. If you spend most of your day indoors, taking vitamin D is essential because food sources can provide relatively low levels of this vitamin. In a 2012 report on vitamin D, Dr. Lonnie Lowry also emphasized that the lack of this element negatively affects testosterone levels. The scientist advises taking additional vitamin D in the form of supplements, because the recommended daily intake of 600 international units of vitamin D is almost impossible to get from food alone. Magnesium. In 2009, French scientists proved that magnesium has the ability to increase bioavailable testosterone levels, which is what we need, by reducing the production of globulin that binds the sexes. When this very same globulin decreases, free testosterone levels increase. List of foods that contain the highest amounts of magnesium: chunky potatoes, quinoa, legumes, pumpkin seeds, almonds, cashews, peanuts, hazelnuts, sesame. An important step in testosterone production is restoration. Sleep. The main surge of production of the male hormone occurs during sleep, so it is very important to give a good and healthy sleep for 7 to 9 hours a day. Brazilian scientists emphasized that restricting sleep leads to a decrease in circulating androgen levels in healthy men, indicating the biological importance of sleep in the regulation of homeostasis in the endocrine system. A study by scientists at the University of Chicago also showed that lack of sleep reduces testosterone production. In this experiment, healthy young men got no more than 5 hours of sleep a night for 1 week. They found that the level of secretion of the hormone in the subjects decreased by 10 to 15%. More love. It turns out that sex does not lower testosterone levels, as many assume, and increases. Scientists at Georgia State University in 1992 studied the sexual activity of 4 couples and found that on those nights when they had sex, both women and men saw an increase in testosterone. At the same time, testosterone levels were lower on those nights when couples abstained from intimacy. Apply these recommendations in combination. Only in this way you will be able to feel the effect that will manifest itself in the form of a stronger, more muscular, and beefy body. Give your muscles a regular power load, adjust your diet, providing your body with all the necessary vitamins and minerals, and do not forget to pay attention to rest and combat stress. Friends, I recommend you to watch my other videos, which perfectly complement the above. They will now appear on your screen. If this video was useful to you, be sure to put a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll say goodbye to you and see you again.